Hello everyone, and welcome to another Build the Terminator, parts 89 and 90. And for the first time ever, I think, I'm recording this during the daytime. So you must let me know if you think this looks horrible and if there's too much dark areas and stuff like that. But that being said, let me have a bash. I can't believe we're up to part 90, or I'm up to part 90 right now. I know most other people are way ahead of me, but I was taking a break, as you know, to build my Ford GT, and look how that turned out. But regardless, we're back to Terminator. Okay, in part 89, I'm back to working on the hip joint, which you can see in red there. That shadow over there that you can see is actually the Terminator itself. So, first of all, I'm taking these two pieces, which are both plastic, but I'm putting this piece into the end of this piece, which apparently does not need glue, which makes me quite happy. There we go, that fitted very nice and tightly. Let's say it never comes out again, but it always comes out again. Next, I'm putting the hip cap, which is there. I don't remember it being called a hip cap before, but I guess it must have been, because I've done the other side already. Lining it up with the 4 holes, with the 4 pins there, and slotting that into place. I guess any way round will do. That looks lovely on there now, I think. And then taking one of these screws and driving it through there. Okay, here we are, people. There's my leg of my little tripod there. We've arrived at part 90. Now, this is a very significant part, of course, because it's the last 10 to 100. Sure, that made sense in my head. Basically, this build is over 100 parts, so we're not quite on the home straight yet. But in 90, I'll be finishing off the top part of the leg, which with the other side. This is also plastic, unfortunately, but there were some people complaining on in the comments section of a video of one person's build of the Terminator, saying that, oh yeah, they start with all metal parts and then they start giving you plastic parts. But I don't think it's quite as simple as that, because there have been metal parts that have been lower down. I think it's more to do with how this thing is weighted and where the support needs to be, and where they need to make the parts lighter. That is my theory, at least, because otherwise they just wouldn't bother putting any metal parts in at all afterwards, would they? But there you go. So first of all, I need to put this piece in place like so and match it up to, actually I don't think I match it up to any pillars really. It's basically just matching more the shape of it into the leg part, which I have done there, as you can see. And then I need to screw it in from the other side, and I can really only show you the best way on the actual instructions, because the instructions are nearly always very nice in the Terminator. So it's going to be there, there and there, and that's with the little tiny diddy screws there. We'll be using one of these great big chunky ones a little bit later. I had forgotten just how hard some of these screws are to access, namely one that's right there. No, it's right there. Sorry, that's an empty one at the moment. That's on there now on the other side. It basically looks exactly the same as that one. Okay, well, guess what? The very hole that I accidentally pointed to is the one that I need to use next to attach this right there. I think I'm going to put it that way round, because that's got a nice smooth edge, whereas that bit hasn't. So I think, since you're never going to see it again, I'm going to bury that bit and have it that way round. So, got to use my meaty screw to put that in, and that's not with the Allen key. That's or it's not an Allen screw, I should say. It's just a standard screw. So let me attach this and see how we go. Alright, and there we go, it's hanging on in there.
And that brings us to the end of 90. Not a very exciting end, I must say. It's quite nice and stiff, so yeah, I think it's supposed to be. There's no bar where it wiggles, because this is part of the bits that give it strength in that bit, so it doesn't need to move about. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I hope you've enjoyed my daytime filming. Let me know if it looks horrible, and I'll go back to nighttime again. That being said, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and I will see you next time.